Welcome inside the Luke Urban Fieldhouse here at Durfee High School. Evan Massoud and Vic Pereira joining you once again. More Big Three hoops, but this is the biggest. It's the playoffs here, the MIAA State Tournament on Fred TV. Hello and welcome. We're glad that you're here with us. And believe me, I'm glad you're with me again because my superstitious side after the New Bedford win says had to have Vic alongside again.
Yes, absolutely. I'm great to be here. Going to be a great game tonight. Looking forward to it. Hopefully Durfee can pull out another great win and to stay on and move on into the tournament.
All right, so this is the South Division I preliminary round. There are 18 teams. Had to dwindle them down to a Sweet 16, if you will, and then we go into, elimination from there. So Durfee on the bubble got in, and Brockton as well, both 10-10 this season. And, kind of a tough luck. We were just talking about it. When you have a team, two teams that are tied with the same record, it doesn't go down to head-to-head matchups. Even though Brockton beat us twice, it goes to a coin toss. Durfee won the toss. Here we are back at home.
Yeah, and again, very surprised when they told me that Durfee was playing Brockton at home. I said, how did that happen?
Yeah.
But again, the MIAA decided it was a three-way tie, flipped the coin, and I think Durfee got the upper hand here with a home game.
Well, that's the goal. Coach Guimond, I just spoke to him before the game, and he said, having the home game is immense. That was the word he used. And I would agree with him because, this is going to be our biggest crowd of the year. It's going to be loud. The six-man is well attended.
And again, I agree with them. And it's tough to beat a team three times.
Yeah.
And hopefully with Durfee playing at home could be the edge. It takes them over and beat the Boxers tonight.
All right, well, the starting lineups is still being announced. We're going to run through the starting five for Brockton. You want to take those or you want me to take them?
You can take them, man, but I'll take the easy one. I'll take the Hilltoppers.
If you guys saw the broadcast, Greg Sullivan from the Herald joined me in that first matchup. And, boy, we got our money's worth with the names, let me tell you. Quite a challenge. For Brockton, number 10, DeMar J. Taylor. Number 11, Karan Harris. Number 15, Abu Kaba. Number 24, Etinosa Okunbur. And number 25, Nabil Furbler. The Brockton Boxers are coached by longtime coach Robert Bowen.
And for the Hilltoppers, with starters tonight, number 2, Chaitan Nera. Number 5, Nick Salmon. Number 14, Joe Camara. Number 22, Nilan Nera. And number 30, Brendan White. Head coach Jamison Guimond.
All right, we got our special guest here singing the national anthem again. He's done it a couple times this season. Mike Almeida is going to sing the national anthem, so we're going to take a quick pause as we pay tribute to the red, white, and blue. Boy, Mike D'Almeida has some pipes, Vic.
He sure does, man. He's rocking the house tonight. Hopefully the Hilltoppers could rise to the same occasion here tonight to bring this, to raise the roof here at the Luke Urban Fieldhouse and the Thomas Skip Karen basketball court.
I mean, you know this building, Vic. You played here. You won a title here. This is a special place. And while maybe it may not be as jam-packed as back in the day, the spirit is still there.
Absolutely. And, again, it's that school spirit and that extra push that you would need when times get tough and that crowd's behind you. That gives you that extra push.
And they got out the terrible towels, too, as they call them. Red Durfee Hilltopper towels. Kind of a football thing, really. See some of the pro stadiums. The Pittsburgh Steelers come to mind. They have the terrible towels going.
Right.
Well, Durfee's got those going. Bunch of red and black. Bunch of fans on both sides of the court here. Should be a great game. Brockton, a big team, bigger than Durfee, and they start with the ball.
Good take, number 15. Again, jump ball will go to Durfee on possession. Again, Durfee's going to do a great job tonight having the boxing out. They struggled a little bit against New Bedford, who was a smaller team size-wise, but Durfee's going to play very aggressive on the defensive end tonight in order for them to have a chance to be in this game.
Nick Salmon going to take the ball out
nice
here.
Nice curl.
Nilanera can't put it up. Chafin is there for the rebound. Big presence here defensively, but he's able to free himself. Joe Camara loses the ball after an errant pass.
That's a kick on Brockton. It's going to reset the shot clock, be Durfee ball.
Going back, I have that first game between these two teams that was here. Not Durfee's road game, of course, but the first time Brockton came here, Nick Salmon fouled to go to the line. And it was a 61-42 game. Brockton has really limited Durfee offensively, but at the same time, Durfee was not shooting too well either at that time. So, a little different story over the last couple games.
Foul on number 15, Kaba, his first. Salmon on the line for two, knocks the first one down.
So he gets this scoring started. Durfee played Attleboro. It was a back-and-forth game, high-scoring game, but Attleboro is about as tough as it gets as well. And Hilltoppers put up 80 points against them. So they got to feel good, even though they lost that game. They're shooting better now than they did midway through the season. Yeah,
that's key, I think, because Durfee struggled here the last time they played the Boxers on scoring, and they're going to find ways to score, moving that ball around, making Brockton play defense.
And Coach Guimond said that they have done a much better job at doing that. That's an outside shot by DeMarjay Taylor.
White, great rebound.
White had a great game, gets it out to Nick Salmon, but White had a great game against New Bedford last time we were here. They got to find him underneath. He's going to wait. Ooh, that little too much on that. That's like kind of a spring shot.
Yeah, I think Brendon might have thought he might have had some contact there and tried to draw the foul. Kind of rushed it a little bit. So 1-0 here, Durfee. Just getting started. Teams trying to feel each other out here. Durfee in the 2-3 zone, trying to slow the pace of the game down, and it kind of is working right now.
Trying to get to the basket. And yes, Abu Kaba gets the scoring started for the Boxers, and they're up on a quick 2-1 here. Joe Camara thought about the three. Had some trouble with the outside shot in that last game. Brendon White hit one, and he'll hit one here.
Got it.
And we already have a timeout? Oh, we have a player down on the court.
We got an injury timeout.
Brendon White with a 3-ball. And in that New Bedford game, we roll back a page here. White had one from downtown. In that one, he had 13 points.
Furball coming out. I don't know if it was an ankle injury or something, but he did walk off the court on his own. That's a good sign.
Always a good sign, yeah. We never want to see anybody get hurt.
You're right.
It's part of the game, but you never want to see it. This is for 3 for the Boxers. That's tipped back out. Who wants it?
Again, that offensive rebound on Brockton is going to be something Durfee needs to kind of contain tonight.
I got to say, though, the Durfee D with a lot of, and they forced the travel. Yeah, I mean, they're playing with intensity right out of the gate here. You can definitely see it.
I like the aggressiveness on the defensive end, a good movement on that zone. But we got to box out, Evan. No second shots.
No second shots. You're right. Because if you get it, if they miss the shot, you can't give them the second look here. Salmon can't put it in.
Great move, just can't finish.
And there was the boxing out. The Boxers did that, did it well, got the rebound. We may have special guests here at halftime. We'll see. But I saw Coach Skip Karam before the game, and I told him,
Yeah.
Coach, you come on up if you want. We got a mic for you. So he said maybe around halftime.
Yeah, we'd love to have Coach Cam here. And,
Yeah.
great, knowledgeable coach. I had the pleasure of playing for such a great high school coach. Not only is he a great coach, but what a wonderful person, and it's always nice seeing your former coach at the games.
Of course. Oh, it doesn't fall, but the second look, I think it was Kaba. I think he tipped it back in after it almost didn't go.
And once again, those second shots, Evan, is going to be Durfee's downfall here. They got to put a stop to the. You got to put a body on every shot. Get your butt on people. That's a great move by Nick Salmon. Got to make them, guys. 2 easy bunnies there by Nick. Took the ball hard to the basket. Just couldn't finish.
They're going to go outside to Taylor. Taylor going to go around the horn. They find Kaba. Almost a travel there. Got to have a stutter step on the pass, but nothing doing. They'll get back down to Harris. Harris inside the paint to Okenbur. Out back to Taylor for three. That was fantastic ball movement right there.
Yeah, a lot of patience there. They reversed the ball 2 or 3 times. When you're patient like that, you're going to get wide open looks.
Brendon White in the paint, spin move. They're going to call a travel.
Oh.
Well, I'm not sure what that is.
I don't know about you. That's a great spin move there. I thought he's kept his dribble there, Ev. Brendon White being aggressive on the offensive end, which is nice to see. I thought that was a good basket, but what do I know?
Well, 3 officials in the playoffs, so
Yeah.
you got an extra set of eyes there. Didn't see Coach Guimond looked at Matt Kurt on the assistant coach there, and no words really. They just kind of looked at each other like, huh?
Yeah, you go to a part of going over strategy. What's he seeing? It's always nice having Matt Kurt, a very knowledgeable coach, head coach of Bishop Conley, took him to the state championship, went on to coach King Philip, another great basketball program, great basketball mind. Again, you have 2 guys there who could be head coaches anywhere in the state.
And, let's remember, too, Matt Kurt learned from another great Billy Shea. Been around forever across the street. So, seriously, now Nillanera wants 3. That's no good. And the Hilltoppers have gone scoreless for the last couple minutes.
Yeah. And
kind of a slow start, actually, for both sides, really.
Yep, that's their Achilles heel is they find these lulls of scoring, and they can't do that against a pretty good team like Brockton.
There's another outside shot. White able to tip it. Joe Camara gets it. Looks like he wants the shot. He loses it.
Foul.
2 shots.
Number 10, Taylor, his first foul. And Camara will go on the line.
So, yes, Taylor picks up foul number 1.
And Joe Camara shooting 2.
Got to say, I don't want to jinx it, but pretty impressive that Durfee hasn't committed a foul halfway through this first quarter, because we know they've been foul heavy in certain games this season, especially games that are bigger games and play a little too much.
Right, very impressed with Durfee's patience on the defensive end, not reaching, playing good, solid team defense.
2 shots made by Joe Camara.
And it looks like Durfee's not in a 2-3. They're in a 3-2, kind of spreading that zone out, Evan.
Yeah.
So try to get to the shooters on the wing.
Well, they know Brockton can hit the outside shots. They had plenty of them in that first meeting. Particularly, it was Precious Oka, who is not in the starting lineup. No good, boxing out. They still get it.
Two.
Back underneath for the foul and 2 shots. But, looking at Oka, number 14, who, like I said, he's not in the starting 5 tonight. He had 4 from downtown alone in that game. So it was there were plenty of threes to go around, and I know Durfee wants to limit that.
Okay, that foul was on Chaitanera, his first, team's first.
And the first shot missed.
By number 24.
That's Etinoso Okenbur.
Okenbur.
And a couple subs here now. So Sonny Okenlola coming into the game along with Tariq Yaya, number 23. 2 shots missed. Nillanera with the rebound, and the Hilltoppers could take the lead back right here. Go out to Joe Camara for the 3. No good. Nick
Great
Salmon.
offensive rebound. Brendon White getting his hands in there.
He
Doing
did.
a great job.
And Nick was
Keep
in
that
the right
ball
place at the right time, Vic.
Nice move by Chaitanera.
Oh,
Couldn't finish.
almost. And Brendon White, nothing he could do there. Tried to
No,
bounce it off of Taylor.
It's a great hustle play. That's a great job.
White calling for it. Gonna put a move. And it's blocked.
Oh.
Joe can't put it back up. Everybody got to get right back. They have the numbers. 5 on 3 defensively for Durfee. Had to wait for the stragglers to come back.
But again, is Durfee's got to make those shots.
Got to make those shots.
Very high percentage shots. You got to knock them down, Evan.
6 easy points that have not gone their way underneath. So
exactly,
it could be a 12-7 Durfee lead right now. Brockton's missing shots too, though, so that's the saving grace. Joe says, "I'll take the 3." Got it!
Got it.
He finally got his 3. Boy, he put up a ton of them in that New Bedford game and just didn't have the luck. Didn't have one. In fact, he didn't get any points in the New Bedford game. So Joe with 4, got a 5. Got to feel good here in the first quarter.
Yeah, you're leading all scorers so far, Evan, with 5 points. It's a travel. Very nice.
And more subs. We're going to see Tyshawn Lopes substitute for Brendan White.
Tyshawn Lopes, who gave the Durfee Hilltoppers a great boost that last game against the Whalers, coming off the bench and did a great job, scoring like 16 to 18 points, and gave him that burst to beat the Whalers to be in the tournament.
Nilanera has to go back outside with it. Too much traffic. That's a travel or a goal and a foul. Well, they got a foul, I believe.
I think the foul came before the travel. Looks like he could have traveled there. But
it certainly did.
Foul came before the travel.
The official's going to talk it over.
No, what are they calling here? They are discussing it. Who's going to make the call? Oh, it's a travel before the foul. Coach Guimond does not like that call.
No, but
I thought the foul came before the travel.
Yeah.
But the baseline official who had the right position on that call kind of overrid the other side official. So travel on the Hilltoppers.
So that's a turnover.
Yep.
And Durfee will.
Now we got number 31 in for Durfee, Brendon Cavallo, giving Joe Camara a break, who Joe played very hard those first few minutes in his first quarter.
Yeah, and with the playoffs, you can expand the roster. That's good from downtown. And there's Oka with the 3 as he's just into the game, and he's already sunk one. But, yeah, Cavallo, one of those roster expansions.
Yeah.
Add-ons. Remy Dumont, another, as well as Shaheem Van Putten, another one. Oh, look at that from Nick Salmon. Good recovery.
Durfee got lucky there. Kind of bobbled the ball. Thought it was going to be turned over, but they caught the break. Nick got it, finished it. So far, I like the way the game plan of the Hilltoppers, Coach Guimond and staff, coming into that 2-3 zone, making Brockton beat you from the outside.
And that's what's happening is it's either hit or miss from outside. Yep. Brockton's not getting the inside look. Yep. Out to Tyshawn Lopes. This looks good. Oh, it's just off the rim.
Looked good from this angle, Evan. You're right.
Little long.
Right. Again, you can live with that. Chayton did a great job penetrating down the middle and kicking it out. Open look. Just didn't go down.
If you can believe it, Vic, only 15 seconds left in the first quarter. Boy, it's gone by fast.
It does.
Especially when it's a sudden death game. The clock tends to go even faster. Here we go, 5 seconds. Going to end up taking an outside shot. No, they'll drive the lane. No good. Quick turnaround. No fouls. No shot.
No shot.
Durfee leads after 1 by 1. 11-10 the score. Really good first quarter. I mean, again, some points, as we said, Vic, that were missed by Durfee. Probably 6 points there.
Oh, absolutely.
3 easy buckets that couldn't go. But, wow, look who's here. Tom Tarpey from New Beige, the AD here. How are you, Tom? Nice to see you. So, but yeah, I mean, if Durfee made those, say, 3 other baskets, it'd be a 7-point lead right now.
Exactly. Again, I like the defensive game plan that Coach Guimond and his staff have put together. That 3-2 zone, spreading it out, contesting every shot. If they box out, Evan, and take care of that basketball, Durfee's going to have a good chance of being in this game at that fourth quarter.
We'll wait and see. Again, a lot of basketball to be played, but good first look, yes. And, I mean, when you face a team twice already, there's going to be some adjustments made, and you have to think that, to your point, it's really tough to pull off a 3-game sweep.
Right. And, you look at game film, and you're looking at their tendencies and what they run, and they're familiar with that. And, again, Coach Guimond and staff, I think, have a really good plan here. Hopefully can continue to work. If Brockton starts shooting the ball well from the outside, now Durfee's going to have to adjust. Until then, I think Durfee should stay in this 3-2 zone, kind of giving Brockton some fits.
All right, you're watching the MIAA State Tournament here on Fred TV. Evan Massoud and Vic Pereira with you. in Game 1 here of the playoffs. It's the preliminary round. Durfee hosting Brockton, the South D1 bracket. A well-rounded education is one that not only is academically oriented, but one that also includes physical, social, and emotional development. Interscholastic athletes provide the other half of education. The MIAA encourages you to support your local high school athletic programs and teams throughout the school year. And both sides came up empty there on their first possessions, so we're coming back here the other way, and it looks like a foul down on the baseline.
It looks like it's on Nilanera with his first foul, if I'm not mistaken. Yep. A little bit too aggressive with the armbar, kind of extending it. Can't really push him, shove him out of the way.
Yeah, and you know what? We saw
Black 35 with a push.
Okanlola.
His first, team's third.
You know, and we saw, Nillen with the elbow. He drew a tech in that New Bedford game, and I looked back at the tape, and it was the elbow again. So
yes.
So you really got to be careful of that. And these officials, they talk too. I mean, they know what to watch for. They don't come in just completely ignorant.
You always want your players to be aggressive. But
yeah.
You don't want to be overly aggressive to do anything foolish.
Yeah. So to that point, though, these officials may know about that already. You think they're watching Nillen a little more?
Well, again, it's just a tournament game, and they're really at the tournament level. You know the intensity is going to be up a notch, so you got to be really cognizant of these type of fouls.
But also knowing the intensity's up, you don't want to just be too quick with the whistle either,
Correct.
right? Yeah.
Yeah, you got to let them play, but the obvious stuff you got to call.
Yeah.
Travel call on number 23. Again,
Durfee's D is really causing a lot of turnovers, and I'm liking it early.
Starting that second quarter, Brockton's turned it over twice.
Toppers need to take advantage here and grab some points now. Still an 11-10 game as we're just over a minute into the second quarter. Tyshawn Lopes pulls up. Going to try to sink the teardrop. No good. And Joe Camara back in, gets the rebound. Chathan Nera going to try to put a move on in the paint. Throws it up. No good. And he's going to get back. And looks like he's going to get called on a foul.
Chathan Nera just couldn't angle off and bided him up. So that's his second. So what does Coach Guimond do here? Does he keep Chathan in the game, or does he take him out with 2 fouls on a big game like this? I think he might have to take him out, rest him for a little bit with 2, and that's what he's doing with Brendan White checking in. I assume that he's coming in for Chathan with 2 fouls.
We shall see who's going to get the ball. Brockton using the height. This is for 3, going to be wide to the right. Who's got it? Joe Camara has it. And still no points to be had here. First 2 minutes into this second quarter. I'll kind of redirect here. Nick Salmon will get the ball. Back out to Chathan Nera, down to the corner to Nillen. Now to Joe Camara. Joe going to drive the lane, puts it up, banks it in for 2. Joe Camara with 7 of the points for Durfee tonight.
That's a great take. Good, strong move.
Durfee ball after a miss there from Precious Oka.
I don't know, Brockton looks like a little out of sync here.
The problem is Durfee's going to make the shots and build up a lead here while they're out of sync.
Again, if they continue with this defensive intensity, again, that they're going to be in this game. And
Coach was saying, Brockton always has one big run, it seems, in them every time they play him. This is for 3. That's too long from Nillen in the corner. But he said Brockton always has one big offensive run. If we can hold them and limit that, then we're going to do our job, and we just got to score. Right. Another missed shot, another rebound for Durfee. Lopes.
His first. Again, Lopes a little bit out of control. He should have slowed it down a bit. Nothing there. Kind of forced it a little bit.
Came in hot and heavy.
Yeah. Again, just no break. Pull it out. The ball movement's been great on the offensive end. Again, can't afford those type of turnovers. But I like the aggressiveness on Lopes. Only a sophomore, Evan. He's got a bright future here at Durfee.
I talked to Coach Bowen for Brockton before the game, too. I said, Coach, you beat us twice. What are you going to do to get a home game? And he said, we're happy to be back here, and we're going to do what we got to do. And that's a 3 ball there from Jerice Harris just into the game, number 13.
That's 3 3-pointers on the Boxer side with 2 on the Durfee side. Again,
taken away right there. Totally stripped away. Tipped away now. Right back
And
to
took it
White.
right back.
You're a little bit of karma. He loses it, but
Jump.
Nick Salmon's there to take care of it. He's going to go to the hoop, and a travel is called. And now a couple fans uneasy with that call.
I didn't see a travel there. You know, he looks like
The ball was moving the whole time.
Yeah, and I saw, the ball was moving. It's like he didn't pick up his dribble. Again, that's where we're sitting here, and they got the zebra stripes, Evan, right?
Well, don't the zebra stripes kind of go across? These are more like jail stripes.
I always call them zebra stripes.
I know. Another foul now. This is, so this should be on Durfee. It is, yes. 5th foul for Durfee, and
Number 5, Nick Salmon, his first.
so 2 shots coming here for Tyshawn Glenn Doherty, just into the game. His first opportunity for points, and he'll miss that first one. The Boxers 0 for 3 at the line so far.
0 for 3,
Small
yeah.
sample size, but still, every point counts.
Yeah,
Durfee
yeah.
3 for 4. He makes the second one. And we got a substitution here for Brockton, rather. Number 24, Etinosa Okenberg coming back in, one of the 5 starters for Brockton. I'll tell you, looking at the fouls here, Durfee with 3 second quarter fouls. We're only halfway through it. 2 in the entire first quarter.
Right. Again, no foolish fouls because you don't want to put the team in the penalty too early because every foul will be a free throw,
Yeah. Nick having to get rid of it. Couldn't do anything. Shot clock at 13. Moving Nilanera over. Nick trying to go with the teardropper, no good. And it'll be a rebound for
We
Brockton.
can get something better than that. A little forced shot there. You can't. Again, Brockton being sloppy on the other end as well.
Yeah, really, it's not been a pretty game. I mean, geez, these two teams to only have a 14-13 game right now with Brockton ahead. Durfee with just 2 points this quarter. We're halfway through it. Only 4 points for Brockton this quarter, so not the prettiest of pictures here.
Well, Durfee's going to continue to move that ball around and continue to be patient. I can sense that.
Ooh.
I can sense that Brockton's man-to-man pressure has gotten more aggressive, Evan.
Yeah.
Okay, Taylor's second foul on Marks' side, team's 4th.
Yeah, he had 1 foul in the first. This is his first here in the second, so 2 for the game. Very, very quick explanation to Coach Bowen. Didn't seem to put up much of a fight or anything, but definitely questioning the call. That was on the floor, so no shots here. Joe will inbound. Looking for Tyshawn Lopes, and it's a bad pass. Too much on it. I think he saw one of the Boxers was coming baseline to try to tip it, and I think Joe tried to avoid him and just put a little too much behind the throw, the pass.
Again, now, Durfee's in a 2-3 zone here.
Yeah, so change it up a little bit. I'm not sure I like that because it gives you less people outside to guard the outside shot, which we just saw. Luckily, another miss, but.
Foul's on 22.
That's Nick drawing that foul right there. Going right in there on Lewis Charles. It's actually Marcinel Lewis Charles, hyphenate last name there, so Lewis not the first name. Both teams now with 5 fouls. Joe Camaro will get the reprieve on the inbound here. Tyshawn will get it. Cleaner pass. Now Brendan White met with defense. Yeah, the man-to-man definitely changing up here for Brockton. It's gotten a lot tighter. Nick Salmon can't put it up. Going to try to keep it in. He does to Tyshawn Lopes. Now to Nilanera. Nilan throws it away. Joe is there to get it back. And with 12 on the shot clock, they'll find Nick underneath baseline trying to bank it in. He can't. And Brockton comes away with it. Durfee comes up empty. Brockton throws it away. Should go back the other way. It does. Real sloppy second quarter.
It's
my
like
gosh.
A hot potato. Right?
I know.
Hot potato out there.
Not pretty at all. I mean, we're talking a total of 6 points here in the first 5 minutes of the second quarter.
Gabe de Oliveira came in the game, giving Lopes a break. I thought Lopes played a nice few minutes here for Durfee. Played within himself, took some great shots, even though they didn't go in. But
tipped away and taken by Kaba.
Kaba
fouled, no shot though.
You always want to say you never leave your feet on a pass, and that was what Nick did.
Joe Camara picking up the
first.
foul. Durfee with just one more to give, Vic.
Well, I think
fouls are coming hot, and I think that's because of
that's the bonus.
That,
I think I have 7 there. Is it 7?
No, 6. First shot by Kaba is made. He's got 5 points in the game. I think that man-to-man tightening up is what's helping Durfee, or helping the Brockton draw those fouls.
Yeah.
Durfee's not finding.
Did he make 2?
Both of them made. Yep.
All right,
So,
now Brockton's back in the lead here. Durfee's going to score here. A little drought here, Evan.
Little drought is right.
A little sloppy on the offensive end. Turning the ball over, not getting good shots.
This is for 3 in the tie. Nillen can't sink it. White is there. Puts it up. That won't fall. Coach Guimond is hot right now. He's not happy.
Yeah, Brockton not allowing Durfee any second shots.
Good passing from Brockton. Really moving the ball with authority. That's an offensive foul. Nick Salmon hitting the turf. And Coach Bowen's not happy now as well. Both coaches not pleased.
I definitely lowered the shoulder there.
Oh, yeah.
No question on there.
Not a flagrant, but definitely.
Nick Salmon held his ground.
Yeah.
He ducked. He dipped the shoulder, got hit.
Yeah.
And I think Nick was taking those acting classes in theater this week. Kind of sold it pretty well, too, Evan. He could have won an Oscar award last night.
You know, it could be the last game, so if you got a flop, then just fall down and take it, right?
Why not? Right?
He'll still never fall as much as the Montreal Canadiens.
Exactly.
So, Joe Camara for 3!
Tell you, Joe Camara carrying his team on his back with 10 points.
This is for a long 3. Nera gets the rebound. The crowd will let him hear the air ball. D'Oliveira now. He'll take the shot. Nick is going to come in for the rebound. Take a second here. Back out to Gabe, who wants the reprieve, and that's good! 6 straight points for the Hilltoppers. They lead by 3.
And Durfee doing a great job of offensive rebound and getting those second shots, Evan. Keeping it alive.
Foul called on D'Oliveira, his first. Durfee 7th, so bonus shots now for Brockton. Oh, what a nice transition that was. Talking about 6 quick, huh?
Yeah, it's a game of runs, Evan. You know?
It certainly is.
You got a 2-3 minute drought and 2-3 minutes of high scoring.
Oh, this was a 1-and-1, my bad. It was not 2 shots. And another miss from Okenberg, so he's 0 for 3 at the line with 0 points to his name so far. Joe Camara, he is fouled, and now Durfee in a bonus. 7 fouls for Brockton.
Kaba, his second foul. Camara to the line for 1-and-1.
Joe, the only player into double digits right now. Boy, you are so right. He is carrying the team, and that one misses, though.
If it wasn't for Joe Camara, I think this would be a pretty game here, Evan.
No,
on the
it
Durfee
wouldn't.
Side.
It would not be. We have 60 seconds to play before the half. Almost losing it, and he does. Another turnover caused by the Durfee defense. I'll tell you, if there's one saving grace, Vic, the Durfee D has come to play tonight.
They have, and I give them credit. Their intensity on the defensive end is keeping them in this game.
And I got to say, I mean, there's really been no major run, so we haven't really seen any timeouts called or anything. There's been a very quick first half here.
You know, as a coach, if you see a team kind of getting a little bit helter-skelter, Ed, you always try to call a timeout to calm them down.
Yeah.
Especially during a tournament game where the anxiety and the excitement is high. You always want to get your kids to really calm down. And as a coach, you always like to use one of those timeouts to say, listen, let's get back, take a deep breath, and let's get back into what we need to do.
Precious Oka with another 3. Again, 4 of them in the first game we saw here. And now 2 off the bench.
Precious Oka, 2 field goals and 2 threes, 6 points.
Ties it up at 19. Durfee with the shot clock off has 15 seconds to take the lead back before the half. Salmon out to Nera. Back to, that's Cavallo. And he's going to throw it away. No, they keep it in. 6 seconds. And that's no good. And now the Boxers. No, D'Oliveira with 1 second is going to take a shot. And he did not see the clock, and no, that's tough court awareness. You got to know those things.
But the thing is, the court awareness, right? You know, clock management.
Yeah.
But I like the hustle on the Hilltopper side. Got no second shots. Great first half.
Oh, yeah.
Basketball. 19-19 was a game of spurts. Durfee looked ugly at times. Brockton looked ugly at times. Not really taking care of the ball, making foolish mistakes. But Joe Camara is my first half MVP.
Oh, yeah. My gosh. 10 points for Joe. I mean, the only thing he did wrong was he he missed that free throw there at the end of this first half. That could have been the difference in Durfee leading or tied right now.
Right. Again, great game plan by Coach Guimond and the staff of really coming out to that 3-2 zone, 2-3, keeping Brockton off balance. And doing a pretty decent job on the offensive end of moving that ball around. Kind of got away from it a little bit for a few minutes, but really got back into that, really passing the ball. And give credit to Brockton's defense. I think that man-to-man got a little more aggressive towards the middle of the second quarter.
You know, looking back at the meeting from January 13th when the Boxers were last here, Durfee had a 10-9 lead at the end of one quarter, much like tonight, 11-10. And then they went into the half trailing 22-15. Well, right now we're tied at 19, so some adjustments definitely have been made.
Absolutely, and again, you look at the game tape and see, you know, what they're doing, what Durfee was not doing at that game, and how do you need to improve and prepare. If Durfee rebounds, which they've done a pretty good job of that, Evan, not allowing too many second shots, and taking care of the ball here, get a good shot every possession, we should be there. We should be there.
Well, might as well be a 0-0 score because we're right back where we started, square one. So the third quarter is coming up next. It's the MIAA State Tournament on Fred TV. Evan and Vic back after this. Welcome back to the Field House. Evan Massoud and Vic Pereira with you here for the South Division I preliminary round. Durfee hosting Brockton. And Vic, we're right back where we started. It might as well be a 0-0 game. 19-19 the score.
Pretty good first half. I'm happy with the effort of our Hilltoppers. Coach Guimond, again, great game plan. I think if they continue with this type of plan and that type of effort, it's going to be a game. I just want to see how Brockton comes back this second half on the defensive end, how intense they're going to bring that defense, which gave Durfee a lot of issues the last time they met.
It certainly did. And, you know, again, Brockton's still capable of going on a run, lickety-split. So haven't really seen that tonight and kind of scared to know if that's going to happen or not. Durfee's going to establish their defense right away, too.
Right. So Hilltoppers have possession of the ball. Chaitanera. Now Brockton comes with that trapping defense. Joe Camara takes it. Missed shot.
Get it to go.
Here comes Brockton running the ball.
Yep, that's number 11 there, and that's a miss. And a late foul coming.
Over the top. Number 15. That's his third. Kaba's third. Again, let's see what Coach Bowen does. Does he take Kaba out with 3, or does he keep him in the game? It looks like he's going to keep him in right now, but Kaba does have 3.
Yeah, we'll keep an eye on that. Brendan White wants to start the scoring, and it's good from downtown. His second of the night.
Well, first half scorers, Joe Camara led Durfee with 3 points.
What a rebound. Travel call, though, on Okunbor. Not sure, Vic.
That was a tough one, but unbelievable athleticism on an offensive rebound.
Yeah.
But
talking about going up the ladder.
You know, we got to put bodies on people, Ev. You know, you always want to put body on these people to kind of bump them away from the basket. Once they gain momentum to the hoop, forget about it. It's too late.
Well, now, because this is the prelims, the winner of this game, as Nick Salmon puts it up, no good, and Coach Guimond wanted a foul. The winner of this game gets a date in Mansfield against the number 1 seed. And Durfee's been to Mansfield before a couple years ago, and, you know, many fans that were there for Durfee's side will say that Durfee totally got shafted, if you will. That's the best way to say it. They got the short end of the stick in that game. I was not there. I was at the girls' game up in Quincy when Brianna Camara led the Lady Hilltoppers back for that comeback. But I know Durfee was on the road. The boys were in Mansfield, and there are many people who are still not happy with how that game ended up. Nick Salmon for a quick 3, and it's no good.
I tell you, Durfee, I like their effort. A lot of hustle. Again, you just need to calm down.
Yeah.
Not force it on the offensive end. Run that offense. Move that ball. Let Brockton play that D. Keep them moving.
Couple players going to work on the shoes and the socks here. Brendon White, Chaitan Nera. Quick time out there on the court. Maybe just catch an extra breath. And now here we go again. So 22-19 the score. Durfee ahead in a low-scoring defensive
Great
affair.
hands by Joe Camara. Nice
Good feet
pass.
to Salmon. Oh, it doesn't go. Joe Camara somehow gets the rebound, trying to free himself. He gets stripped. Brendon White's going to go up to Kaba. Kaba going to put it in for two, and that's just real tough to take right there. You had the open shot. And again, poor Nick, that's happened to him a couple times tonight where he just couldn't get it to fall.
Right. Again, you got to take advantage of those opportunities.
Try it again, a reprieve. That one's good, and that was just spectacular passing there.
Yeah, great finish, beautiful look. Great unselfishness by Brendon White. Nice
he knew
pass.
Nick wanted a reprieve.
Yeah.
Probably said in passing, Nick probably told him, you get the ball, get it back to me. I got to make that shot.
Right. And that's what good teammates do, Ev. You know, have faith in your teammates. Missed one, go right back to him so he can get his confidence back up.
Turnover for Durfee.
Turnover for Brockton here, 3 seconds in the lane. Yeah, that can't happen. That's
our main official here. He's been right on top of every little detail tonight.
Yeah,
I got to tell you.
And that call is right in front of the official, and he had no effort to get out of the lane. You know.
Out to Joe Camara. Now to Nick Salmon. Has a lane in the paint. Oh, it doesn't go.
Foul.
And he does get the foul. Coach, I don't think. Forget the foul. I think Coach is not happy that he went for the dunk instead of just taking the shot. It seems like he was more aggravated with Nick. I'm not sure. Maybe I could be wrong, but needless to say, that probably would have been an easy floater instead of trying to do the flashy shot. I think maybe that's the point, but Nick gets 2 shots out of it here. He'll make the first.
Foul is on 24 for Brockton. Okenbar, his second. Team second. And Salmon knocks down both.
3 for 4 at the line tonight, and he has 7 points now for this quarter. DeMarjay Taylor passing it back and forth with Abu Kaba. Now to the corner. Precious, Oka, no good that time with a rebound. Loose ball, Salmon diving for it. Who wants it? Oh my goodness, it's a mad scramble, and now a foul called.
1st and 10, Evan.
Really?
It's like, I thought we were at the Thanksgiving football game here.
Yeah. Chaitan Nera is going to get called on another foul. It's going to be his 3rd. It's a tough one. Everybody's down there in the pig pen, basically trying to get that ball, and unfortunately, some person was going to get the tough luck foul out of it.
Well, Coach Guimond keeping Chaitan Nera in the game with 3.
Well, they know they need him. I mean, it's a different team without him. Look at that underneath, that little scoop. The rebound, Nilan Nera.
Ken Brockton kind of forced him there, kind of a low percentage shot.
Salmon loses it, draws another foul. He'll take 2 more.
Nick Salmon taking it strong and under control.
3rd foul for Okenberg, 2nd straight for him. Coach Bowen's got to start thinking here.
Team's 3rd.
All right, Salmon with a chance to make this a 6-point game. Largest lead of the night, and he does. 27-21. And yes, Okenberg's going to take a seat. He'll give way to Glenn Doherty. Tyshawn Glenn Doherty. I told you we'd get our money's worth with the names tonight.
Can I buy a vowel, Evan?
I know, right?
You know? Whoa.
Oh, man. What is no? Oh, man. Oka wants a 3. Unbelievable. This kid is something from downtown, I'll tell you. The 3s are a rally killer. Cuts it to 4.
Oka's got 3 field goals, all 3-pointers for 9 points.
This is what he did in that first meeting. Had 3 alone in the 4th. Good underneath.
Nice pass.
Nilan Nera in the book. First points of the night. Oh, boy, I love seeing when Jamison and Matt both get up. I mean, they're both directing traffic. Their faces are the same. Are they calling that on Chaitan as well? Or they're seeing 2 shots. 22. Nilan with the foul.
His second. Team second. Taylor on the line for 2.
And he misses. I'll tell you, one Achilles heel for Brockton tonight. Not been very good at the line. Let's see, they've had 8 shots. They've only made 3. So 3 for 8 so far from my count. And that one does fall, though, so 4 for 9. They had a 1-and-1. They missed the first. Yeah, so 4 for 9.
Now Brockton coming in with a three-quarter press.
Joe almost lost it there. He's going to go down here to Brendon White. Wants another from downtown. He's matching Oka.
Brendon White, 3 field goals.
3 threes.
Trifecta.
There you go.
9 points.
8-point game. What is going on down on the court there? Players down.
They look like WWE wrestling in there, down there. Chaitin, undersized, but he's got fight.
Well, I think he was probably afraid to draw a foul. I think he was just trying to get away.
Right.
And unfortunately, a bad pass. It went out of bounds. Brockton's going to get another look at it. But Durfee really, offensively and defensively, looking to have the upper hand in this third quarter.
Now Durfee in that 3-2 zone.
Nillen. Oh, my goodness. Oka again.
Somebody's going to guard him, Evan.
Unbelievable. I mean, and Nillen had the hand in there right there. I don't know how much more you can do.
Well, this is the press.
There's
Way
the press.
Break it. Nice job.
Now look at White's alone again.
Nice job.
Can he hit it? No good that time. Oh, the crowd wanted it.
That was a great look.
It's as good of a look as you're going to get. Little pull-up from Oka. No good. The put-back from Glenn Doherty. Good for 2. Quick little 5-0 run here now for Brockton. Closes the gap, and we got our first timeout of the game. More than 200,000 students will participate in approximately 100,000 high school sports competitions among the MIAA's 360 member schools this year. The Massachusetts Interscholastic Athletic Association encourages you to support your local high school athletic programs and the students who participate in them. I'll take a breath now. All right. They make us do that, but it's okay. Well, it's an MIAA game.
Absolutely. We got a shout out to the MIAA.
Of course.
Do a lot of great things. For all our student athletes in the Commonwealth. They promote sportsmanship, wellness, do a lot of great things, community service. So it's all about those life lessons as being an athlete.
Certainly. Well, I'll tell you, just like in the first matchup, Precious Oka carrying the team now for Brockton with back-to-back threes for him here. He's got 4 threes for 12 points. And what was an 8-point game is quickly gone down to a 3-point game.
Yeah,
so.
when you rely on the 3-pointers, you hit 1 or 2, it swings things pretty quickly.
Yeah.
And
Durfee missed a couple shots. Brendon White, the recent, so he had a 3 and then he lost a 3, or missed a 3.
Yeah.
That one tipped out of bounds. But you're right. There's now a press here from Brockton, and I think maybe that's toying with Durfee a bit because they don't have that open center court.
Yeah. Again, it's making Durfee adjust and play at a slower pace.
Yeah, Durfee's had their way for much of this third quarter. Down to Nillen, who was alone. Back to Joe now. Joe going to try to go in the paint. Underneath to Nick. Outside to Nillen. Nillen needs a 3, and he's not going to get it there. Brendon White tips it, and it's going to be Durfee ball.
I really felt that Nick should have taken that layup on a nice pass by Joe Camara. But again, maybe a little bit too unselfish. Threw it out there to Nillen. Good look, but I thought he might have had the layup on the baseline.
Probably would have drawn a foul, too. Joe got to get the inbound. Chaitin's all alone. Quick release 3. That's long.
We don't need that. Had an opportunity for another possession.
Yeah, so that's what we don't want is Durfee to get away from what's been working for them. And they've really done a good job at keeping a good balance. And a couple bricks thrown up here in this third quarter, and it's resulted in misses. But there's a
great
strip.
Hands by nice pass.
Nillen to the basket. Can't get it to fall. 90 seconds to play in the third, and Brockton with a chance to tie again. Jumping around for dear life was Karan Harris. Nobody saw him. And now DeMarjay Taylor getting some instructions from the coach before passing it along. Oka, no good. The rebound and the foul to Okanlola. First points of the game, and he could tie it up. Chaitin Nera called on his 4th foul. And that's not good with an entire quarter to play.
Again, I would have, as a former coach myself, Evan, I would have taken Nera out with 3 fouls.
So you don't chance this.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct. Correct.
And
Because
now-
he took him out the first half with 2.
Yeah.
I would have taken him out again with 3. Your bench players are playing pretty good. D. Oliveira came in and played pretty well, and Kid Lowe's played pretty well. So again, he could have had some options. I would have taken him out, but it's easier said than done. Sitting here than sitting on the sideline.
Well, now a foul on Brockton. Glenn Doherty gets one on that free throw, which missed. So another missed free throw for Brockton, only 4 for 10.
And a 1-2-2 full court press. Nick's taking down the middle. Great look. Nice.
There you go. That's another reprieve from the miss that Nillen just had moments ago. So
and Durfee,
everybody's stepping up.
The pressure's not affecting the Hilltoppers.
No,
they just good job of breaking down the defense.
For the lead, Oka again. You got to be kidding me. Actually, that's for the tie. My bad. But still, this kid is something else.
5 threes, Evan.
Oh my gosh.
When is Durfee going to get out on a shooter?
Yeah, that's in my opinion. After the last game, that's 5 too many.
You got to shade his side. Know where he's at all times. Guys, he can shoot
Wow.
the basketball.
It's incredible. I mean, really, every shot's been a 3, and I think he's only missed 1 or 2.
Right.
Now, here's one consolation prize. Brockton just picked up foul number 5, and we're not even out of the third quarter. Nick Salmon puts it up.
Second.
Yeah, so back-to-back for him. Now Oka trying to go, and look at that. Wide open take. Brockton ahead. They've erased an 8-point deficit. This is the kind of run.
Whoa. Oka's first 2-point field goal of the evening.
Nillen out to White. White could not set. It was a tough pass. Instead, he'll go to the basket. Draw the foul. 6 fouls. No more to give for Brockton, and we got a whole quarter to play. Durfee's hitting the free throws. They've only missed 1.
Right.
They've missed 2. I'm sorry. So
the kid Oka has kept his team on his back and got him ahead by 2, just because of that 3-point shot. We talked about that earlier.
Oh, and a miss for White. It's exactly what Antone did for New Bedford in that last game.
Correct.
It's the same thing. And I mean, this is that kind of run. Second shot made. It's the kind of run that we're talking about Brockton can go on. Durfee's got to really buckle down in this fourth quarter. You can't miss the baskets when you have the ball.
Absolutely not.
10 seconds. Another 3. Oka alone. That one, by sheer luck, did not go down.
How do you leave a
but
guy
again,
like that
wide open
right,
in the corner.
Right.
You know, the 3-2, that's the 7th foul now for
yeah, it's going to put Nera on the line for a 1-on-1.
Yeah.
But you got to know where 14 is at all times.
I wonder if they're going to go to a man-to-man.
Either that,
just to make sure he's covered.
Maybe a boxing one, something.
Yeah, something
to change it up, and make Coach Bowen of the Boxers adjust.
Yeah, and make somebody else have to take a shot, because this kid's having his way right now. 11 points. That one does fall. Ties us up.
Shooter's touch.
I guess so. Maybe a little gravitational pull or something, but 11 points for Oka. It's 11 points too many in 1 quarter.
Oh.
Out of bounds. Durfee with 2.4 is going to get the ball and try to take a lead here before the fourth quarter starts up.
Let's see what Durfee runs here. Sideline quick hitter here.
Chaitan Nera directing traffic. Nick Salmon, the shot clock's not going. What is going on?
That's in the half, right?
They're saying that was enough time to run off anyway.
Yeah.
So,
well, again.
Hey, guess what? We're tied again. We're tied again. Nick Salmon with a huge third quarter. Brendan White with a great third quarter as well. Let's not forget Nillen Nera also chipping in. I mean, this was an offensive third quarter, much different than the first half.
Absolutely. Both teams came out to play this third quarter. Brockton came out with some pressure defense. Kind of took Durfee a little bit off balance, but Durfee answered the call. If they make a few layups, again, we could have been leading by a few more points. But it's a chess match right now, Evan, back and forth. Durfee needs to stop number 14. He cannot take any more open looks.
No.
Wherever he's at, someone's got to be on him. Make it, put it to the floor, and pass the ball.
You know what it is? He's hiding in the corners. That's the whole thing. He's taking these shots from the corners, and by the time somebody gets all the way down there, it's already off. The shot's already gone.
Coach Keymon's going to tell his troops, know where 14 is at all times.
There's a good word from Vic. Here's a good word from the MIAA. High school sports provide an extension of the classroom where students learn to pursue excellence, the value of working with others toward a common goal, playing within the structure of established rules, discipline, loyalty, and emotional control. The MIAA urges you to demonstrate your support for these values and for our young people attending high school competitions in your community. Fourth quarter begins here. Do or die time for both sides. Winner goes on, loser goes home. And there's a 3-ball, no good. Nera with the box out and the rebound.
I think the difference here, too, is Brockton's over the limit. Durfee's only got 3 team fouls right now.
Yeah, that could be huge down the stretch because, again, Durfee's making, well over 50%. There was a heck of a lot of contact right there, but no foul called.
Big play as well is Coach Guimon is going with Chaitin Nera with 4 personal fouls.
Yeah.
And he's out there at the beginning of the fourth quarter.
Got to do what you got to do in a one-game playoff, I guess, right?
Yep.
Because then you chance second-guessing yourself if you took them out. Brendon White with 10 points tonight, by the way. 7 in that last quarter. How about a nice night? To the basket. That was Lewis Charles for 2. Boy, Topper's just trying to get it inbound here. Good press by Brockton, kind of a scramble almost. Nick Salmon almost loses it, keeps it, gets it to Joe.
Play.
Underneath,
Nice
waits
play.
for 2. Joe was quiet in the third, starts off the fourth.
Nick Salmon, great heads-up play. Unbelievable.
They needed that. And a foul, +1.
Taylor for 2.
On the +1s tonight, they've only had 1 of those, and they missed it, so we'll see what happens here. Nick Salmon called on the foul.
His second.
Actually, this is their second and 1. I missed one down below that I didn't see. So they've missed both of those.
So Taylor can go with the old-fashioned 3-point play.
Mm-hmm. I think we're ready to get going here again. A little bit of a pause. Makes it a 1-point game if it goes. I'm sorry, a 3-point game there. There we go. It did go. Durfee down by 3. They led by as much as 8 in that third quarter. I mean, I like what they're doing. They're kind of getting everybody involved, or as many as they can involved. Pretty balanced scoring. Nillen back to Joe, now to Chaitin. To
Nice
White in the corner, wants another
Got it.
3. He did, you called it. Tied at 42. Another low, I'll tell you though, another low scoring game. It's just, Durfee's been able to contain Brockton. That's really the difference. White is on Oka, doesn't matter. A 3-ball answered by Lewis Charles. 5 points right out of the gate in the fourth quarter. Chaitin to Nillen, to White. Oh, a travel called on Nera. I'll tell you, White was all alone under there too. That would have been an easy 2 points.
Again, foolish mistakes there. Could have taken to the basket an on-man situation. Right idea. Kind of rushed the pass a little bit, Evan.
14 on the far side. This is for 3 from Taylor. No good. Brendon White with a hop, skip, and a jump to get there. Timeout called by Coach Guimon. That's great awareness right there. It certainly is.
Kind of came close to a 5-second call there, but a great timeout call by Coach Guimon. Absolutely.
We'll get out our fourth PSA here. The Massachusetts Interscholastic Athletic Association is committed to good sportsmanship. Sportsmanship, citizenship, and responsibility are the trademarks of high school activities. Support school activities with your own display of good sportsmanship and help encourage America's youth to accept the responsibility which freedom demands. Support your local high school, see the future of America on display, and attend high school competitions in your community. That's the last one, Vic.
Good job, Evan.
Got to make them happy.
Got to make them
Gotta
happy.
make them happy.
Exactly.
So, again, we talked about it. Wednesday would be the next game for whomever wins this one. They'll go to Mansfield. Mansfield 20-2, the #1 seed. That's a tall order.
Yeah, it is a tall order, but hey, There have been numerous times where the top seeds have gone down.
That's true.
That's why we got to play them. It might be the better team on paper, Evan, but that's why we got to show up and play.
Not over till it's over. And that same can be said here. We have 5:44 to play in one of these teams' seasons. Durfee down by 3. And trying to get the ball out of the backcourt here. Nillen to Nick. Brendon White open again. They're going to go to him. Does not take the 3. This time he loses the ball. It's thrown up. Joe there. Off the fingertips. 14 for number 14. And there is the 14 for Brockton. Oka, it does not go. He thought about 3, and he was quickly covered up. Look at the steal. Nillen Nera forced that one right there, and Big Brother's there to take it away.
Great defense on Durfee's side, being very aggressive.
Toppers with a chance to take the lead back. They trail by 1. This is for 3. Nillen Nera, no good. Brendon White gets pushed away, sends down Lewis Charles to the ground. There's Oka all alone. No good. White tips it away. It's a loose ball, and the Boxers still come away with it. Going to the hoop is Lewis Charles. It's an offensive charge going the other way.
Nick Salmon took that charge again. That's his second one.
He comes up limping this time. Little grin on his face. Maybe you're right. Maybe that acting school's helping out. Allegedly.
Great job.
Lewis Charles on the charge, and the turnover forced. Of course, when it's offensive, you won't get the 1-and-1. Just adds to the fouls.
Correct.
They want to wipe up the court. Yeah, you know, we don't have guys mopping the court here. This is not the NBA.
Not the NBA, yep.
The officials have the pleasure of doing that,
too. And the thing is, too, Evan, they raised the minimum wage rate. So, you know, with the school budget, I don't think they can afford a part-time help.
Oh, man. When does our pay rate go up, though, Vic?
Right.
No. All right, back out to
what? The game, man.
Yes, of course. Right? We love this. This is a lot of fun. And it's really been a great game. Nillen, no shot, but the foul on the court. That's number 9 for Brockton.
Yeah. Foul on an 11.
So that's actually his first. And a 1-and-1 here. Nillen, Chathan rather, I'm sorry. Chathan has no points tonight. What's going on there? I thought he had at least 1 basket. Well, he's got a chance to get in the book right now, and this would be a big one. Tied game, 45 all, and he'll take another shot.
Well, yeah, Chathan does all the little things, Evan, you know. Plays the point. He does all the little things.
And you know what, maybe
it doesn't show up in the stat sheet, you know.
Exactly. You know, maybe not the biggest offensive game for him individually, but there's a reason he's got 4 fouls. He's been in on every play defensively. Over the top, pretty shot from Okenberg, his first basket tonight. Brockton back up, and a steal. Oka, no good. No good again, and then the foul through on the 3rd time. I think it was actually Kaba who put that in. 15. Almost certain of it. We're going to give Kaba the points there. And the 10th foul for Brockton.
And foul on 14, his first.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. This could be a big difference maker for Durfee here. With 4:05 to play, they got an automatic 2 shots the rest of the way, and Chathan Nera, who just hit 2, going to get 2 more shots. Very infrequently do you see Durfee get to be at, double bonus. Usually it's the other way around. If we're being honest here, it's usually the other way around. And Durfee has done a very good job staying within themselves in terms of being careful with the fouls. 2 shots for Chathan Nera. Hilltoppers now trail by 1, 49-48.
Got to find 14, Evan.
There he is.
Find 14.
And he's alone right now. Look out. 14. He wants it, and he wanted to take the shot. Travel called? No.
3 seconds.
3 seconds.
That's a 3-second call on
I told you. He's sharp. He's calling everything.
Yeah.
And Coach Bowen wants the explanation. Again, no real argument, but just saying, questioning the call. Brendon White trying to get around. And he draws the foul. 2 shots. Now we'll just count individual fouls because team is maxed out.
Foul on Taylor, his third. White on the line for 2.
Brendon White is only 1 for 2, just 1 trip. Hits that one. Like I said, now we're tied. I think free throws are going to be the difference here. If Durfee can shut down 14, everybody else has been pretty quiet in the second half, right?
Yeah.
I mean, an 11-point third quarter for Oka. If it wasn't for him, this wouldn't even be a 1-point game.
Brendon White kind of being that type that looked like a travel to me. Wow.
Good for 2. Yeah, everybody's saying it's a travel. I'd have to agree with you there. I didn't even see who made the shot, to be honest with you. There was a lot of traffic.
Number 11.
What was that? That was sent off.
Harris.
That was sent into the outfield. That was a bad pass. Durfee gives up the ball on another tough inbounder.
Yeah, Durfee cannot afford to turn the ball over, Evan.
No.
Got to take care of the basketball.
Harris wants 3. No good. Nilanera there. Gives it to Nick Salmon. And here's your full court press again. He almost lost it. Almost a travel, too. They want White in the corner.
Just calm down. Pull it out. Pull it out.
Now Nilan wants a 3. Yes, sir! 2-point lead for Durfee.
Big shot. Nilanera.
6-man coming alive, Vic. Here's Oka for the 3. That's wide to the right. Tipped out of bounds. That was Brockton ball. Brockton didn't touch it.
That the Durfee player could have grabbed it. You always want to grab that ball.
I knew Durfee hit it last. I'm shocked that they just let it go.
Yeah, I think
that was a mental breakdown right there.
I think Brendon White and Nilanera assumed that it was out on Brockton.
It certainly was. I mean, I saw that from here.
Yeah, but always want to grab that ball. If you can grab it, grab it. Don't rely on if you think that could be ours.
No, you got to
take the ball.
Take the chance and grab it.
Yes.
Because,
absolutely.
someone comes charging in, maybe you draw another foul.
Exactly. 53-51. Great game, Evan.
This has been a great game.
It's going to come down to the end.
Both teams are playing as best as they can right now, and it's really been it's been head-to-head the whole time.
Durfee's going to get on 14. He's been contested the last few times down.
Yeah.
Missed a few shots. Durfee's going to take care of that basketball. Calm down, break the pressure, run the offense, get good shots.
And time is on your side now when you're leading. Obviously, a 2-possession game would be a little more comfortable, especially with Brockton's 3 balls tonight. But, as you said, 2-point game, 2:50 to play. And, yes, I'd say slow it down, take your time, make the quality shots.
I agree, Evan. No substitution.
Yep, they're going to make him wait. I think, was that Glenn Doherty, I think, 21. Got to get it in. Little bouncer, Chaithanera. Be careful of the fouls. He's got 4. There's Oka in the corner. Nilan now on him. They've changed things around defensively. Coach Guimond, I think, has seen enough of Precious Oka.
I agree. I've seen enough of Precious Oka.
I mean, great player. Oh, my goodness. And 1 for the foul.
Taylor with a beautiful move and a finish.
Really.
Oh.
It's as pretty as it gets right there. Durfee will pick up their 5th. He drew the foul. Nick Salmon picking up number 3. Taylor with a chance at another 3-point play.
You gotta give credit to Taylor. That was a good move.
He went right. He threaded the needle, basically. There was no room to be had, and he created the lane. Chance to take the lead back. 53 all, but a 3-point swing possible here. Here we go. No good. Who wants it? Chaithanera there will stay tied.
Gotta slow it down.
They're not slowing it down, though. They're going a full tilt. Brendon White, no good. Well, that's a tough foul.
Oh, that was a tough foul.
That's a real tough foul. Joe had all ball there.
That's Joe's 2nd foul.
I'm not sure where that foul came from, Vic.
Yeah.
That's probably the first that I'm not too thrilled about.
The problem was this, Evan, is that the defensive player made no contact with Camara. There was a gap between both players.
Yeah.
It's not over the back.
Yeah.
If he boxed out and went over the top, absolutely.
Yeah.
That wasn't the case there.
No. Bad pass, but they recover. Taylor's been really good this fourth quarter. There's another one. Who wants to
That's over the top, absolutely.
There you go. So, well, maybe a makeup call?
Makeup call, yes.
That's called home cooking right there.
Fouls on Okabor, his fourth foul.
2 shots.
2 shots.
Nillen
Now,
Nera.
every free throw right now, every last 2 minutes of the game is extremely important.
Nillen made it to the line back in the third. He's 1 for 2. Make it 2 for 3. Toppers back in front, 2:01 on the clock. Winner will head to Mansfield on Wednesday. 2 for 2 is Nillen Nera. And how about this? 10 points for him. Had a nice night.
Yeah, he really showed up the second half, Evan, especially the fourth quarter.
Look out for Oka. Another shot. Another 3. I mean, white flag, I give. You had 2 guys on him. I mean, if you go any closer, you're going to draw a foul.
You got to let him put it to the floor. He's got to put the ball to the floor. Get right up on him. Make him dribble the basketball.
Yeah.
Make him
amazing stuff. I mean, really,
well,
20 points. 20 points for him. Can you imagine? And he only had 6 in the first half.
And that's 6 threes, Evan.
6 threes. Yep.
6 threes. Again,
it's unbelievable.
Putting on a shooting clinic.
Yeah, I mean, he is. This is so much. This is like deja vu with Lamar Antone from New Bedford, the last game we did, where he carried New Bedford.
He did carry New Bedford.
I mean, this is exactly
very similar tonight. And
yeah.
But this kid is just putting on a shooting clinic. And again, I would get up on him, and I would tell the guy, I want to get you so close, I want to know what type of gum he's chewing. You know, that's what I would tell my players.
So in other words, get in the bubble.
Get
that
in the personal
bubble,
space. Make him feel uncomfortable, Evan. Yes. Yes.
Hey, $1:47 left in the season for one of these two teams. It's been back and forth all night. I mean, how many lead changes? My gosh.
Back and forth. I mean, we kind of knew this was coming.
Yeah.
How that first half was being played.
Yeah.
Durfee sticking to their game plan. Brockton bringing it defensively the second half. Again, 1:47 left. It's anybody's ball game.
Here's where you cross your fingers and look at the stats. Durfee, only one team has won a quarter. We finished tied twice.
Yep.
Durfee won the first quarter by 1 point.
Yeah.
Maybe that makes the difference. We'll see. Brendon White back to Chafin.
Well, now Brockton in that 2-3 zone kind of surprising me that they're not staying with the pressure.
No, and it's allowing Durfee to take some time off the clock. But Durfee trails, they got to make the shot.
Yeah.
7 seconds on that shot clock. Got to take a shot. Running out of time. Chafin with a desperation 3. No good. And coming down with the rebound is Okenberg. Not a good 30 seconds.
That great call by Coach Bowen going into that zone. And Durfee had to adjust in his own offense. Kind of rushed the shot a little bit towards the end there.
Well, he didn't have a choice. The clock was ticking down to 0.
Yep.
Now Oka all alone again. Look at this. Wide open. No, they're going to go underneath. And a foul drawn by Nillen Nera. Or should I say put on by Nillen Nera. Durfee with their 7th. Now bonus shots for Brockton. And it'll be Glenn Doherty at the line.
Right now he's 1 for 2. He's got 2 shots.
Yep. 2 more shots for him. Of course, this is was on the shot, so he misses. Oh boy, 6-man getting loud now. I mean, it's crunch time. We're under a minute to go.
Absolutely.
51.4 seconds to play. A 56-55 Brockton lead. Toppers are sick of losing to Brockton. They want to win. I mean, very rarely do you face a team 3 times in a season.
Very difficult beating the team 3 times, Evan. You're right. Again, it's still enough time here.
Oh, good look underneath, and the foul. Brendon White will take 2 more shots. He made his last 2. He's 3 for 4.
That is 5.
Oh, that was Okenberg. Well, that's big right there for the last 30 seconds or so to not have him. So he's done. They're going to bring in Okenlola.
All right, big free throws here, Evan.
Huge.
Okay, talk about being clutch. This is where you earn your keep here.
Yeah, again,
how well can you shoot the ball under pressure?
Brendon White with 15 points. He's made his last 4. He only missed 1 tonight. So 4 for 5. And this one for the tie. It's good. And timeout is called.
All right, Ed.
Oh, baby.
Can we go to overtime?
I don't know if my voice can handle overtime, Vic.
I know.
I got 2 more games to do this week, regardless of this one. You know, Diamond girls get to host a game on Wednesday.
Oh, nice.
So if this doesn't turn out Durfee's way, we'll be at Diamond. If Durfee wins, we'll be on the road. So either way, Wednesday there's a game.
Either way,
and the Diamond boys with Nick Santos, head coach, first playoff appearance in nearly a decade. 9-year drought ended.
Nice.
These guys finished second in the Mayflower to Blue Hills. They play up at South Shore Christian Academy at Eastern Nazarenes Court.
Well, good luck to the Bengals, both boys and girls. AD there, Keith Down does a great job.
Keith is a hoot, I'll
Yeah,
tell
he's
you.
a great
He's
guy,
something else.
And I wish the Diamond team is the very best.
Yeah, so that game will be Thursday up in Quincy, so we'll be hitting the road on Thursday. But you know, again, got to figure out Wednesday, and it's going to come down to tonight's matchup, and you know who wins. That's where we'll figure out Wednesday after tonight. So
You got it. Well, Evan, right now it's 34 seconds left. It's who's going to execute better, the defensive side or the offensive side. That's what's going to determine the outcome of this game.
Nick Salmon trying to get the crowd up.
So let's see what happens here.
You know, the Durfee D has been there all night long. If it's going to get loud, if they can limit Oka, he's all alone in the corner again. Joe Camara's left him open because they're not playing necessarily man-to-man at the moment. They're going to pull time off the clock, and they're going to get it to Oka. Here we go. But Taylor's been dangerous too, so we got to be careful of him. But Oka, you can't get him the outside shot. Pulls back, that's for 2. No good! The putback, no good! And now a foul.
Yes. Again, Brockton's offensive rebounding.
Coach Guimon wanted the jump ball.
I think that foul might be on Nick Salmon. I'm not sure. Yes.
Yeah, it is.
His 4th.
So now 2 shots for Brockton.
Tell you what, that might not be a bad foul. Let's see if he can. Not a very good free throw shooter.
And the loudest it's been in here all night. He missed the first one. Coach Guimon saying box out.
What will Coach Guimon do with 9 seconds left to get the rebound? Will he call a timeout, Evan, and run a last-second play?
I think you got it, because then you start at half court, right?
Yeah.
Oh, and that one does go. Oh, Coach Bowen with the timeout. How about that? I didn't expect that. I thought Jamison would.
When we used to play, and the guy used to shoot a ball off the backboard from the free throw line, he would have to call it.
Yeah.
Right? And we used to say banks are open at almost 8 o'clock tonight. But, hey, give the kid credit. He made the second free throw.
Yeah.
Now, can Durfee execute?
Here you go. Your season comes down to 9.3 seconds, and that's it. I'll tell you, what a disappointment would this be for Durfee. I mean, yeah, you had an 8-point game. Brockton went on their little third-quarter run. Oka's been big off the bench again, but you've stayed with them. You've shot when you had to, and you're only down by 1. You can win it right now. You have possession. Yep. You know, what if Brockton commits the stupid foul? You get 2 shots.
Exactly. Durfee's going to be aggressive, execute what Coach Guimon and Coach Kurt are diagramming on during the timeout. I think Brockton's going to come out with some pressure.
Yep, full court.
Not make things very comfortable for Durfee. And again, who's going to execute better, the offense or the defense?
Well, I think they got to come out full court, because you don't want, if Durfee can't get across center court, it's taking time off the clock, then you get the desperation shot. And no, and I made an error too. We're not starting at half because it was off the free throw. So full court.
Yeah, it's not like the NBA where you call a timeout. It's where the
but it looks like they're going to stick to a zone, it looks like.
Going man.
Or man-to-man. You're right, actually. My bad. This is for the win with 3 seconds. Nillen for 3. No good. The season.
Oh.
All right, with 0.2 seconds on the clock, how do you make a shot on an inbound? How is that even possible?
Well, it's a quick catch and shoot, Evan.
Man, oh man.
0.2 seconds.
I think they're looking for more time. I didn't catch all of that.
Yeah, I think the officials are just making sure that they start the clock at the right time.
Because it doesn't start while the ball's in. As soon as the player who receives the inbound.
It's going to be a quick catch and shoot, Evan.
I got to be honest with you. I think Nillen's had a great night, but he's missed a lot of threes tonight, and I really didn't like that look. All they needed were 2 shots, 2 points. All they needed was a layup.
Right.
They didn't need the outside shot.
In that situation, you always want to go to the basket.
Yeah.
Make that defense.
Then you draw a foul.
Right. So, again, Durfee did a nice job there cutting it out. Could we gotten a better shot?
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, I have to be honest. I'm surprised, and that might have been the first bad decision made by either side tonight. Why go with an outside shot when you can charge the lane? You've been drawing fouls. Kind of disappointing, to be honest. Yeah, a little disappointed by that. Yeah, what's going on here?
6 players on the floor. No.
That is a technical foul, is it not? Everybody's calling. Coach Guimond's not happy. Coach Kurtzaf, this is awful. Who's controlling the game, Vic?
Well, the issue here is I don't think the ball was ever handed into the player, so they got the player off the court. They're saying 6 players on the court, which there was.
Yeah.
But I don't think the ball was handed yet to the player. So
Joe didn't have the ball?
Correct.
Well, then that's good eyes because I didn't see through everybody.
The official on the baseline did not hand the player the ball.
And now there's still confusion. Brad Buston's right involved there, too. We're talking with the head scorer here, Margaret Gannon, our team scorer.
Okay. All right. Well, no one who checked in. I just disallowed. It's not a technical foul. Okay? It's not a technical foul.
I mean, I got to tell you, our official tonight here, our head official, he's been on top of everything.
Yeah, I think
couple tough calls, but you're going to get that.
Officials have been very consistent both ways. Let the boys play. Call the obvious.
And, Jamison has to be careful not to blow a stack here because you don't want to get called on a tech as a coach.
You can't do that. Yeah. But
I
think the call, if they changed it, but that player has to have the ball. If there's 6 players on the floor, it's a technical foul.
Yeah.
So it comes down to
always
one
some drama,
play,
Vic.
Evan.
Always some drama.
Is,
And like I said, I mean, this is tough here for the Hilltoppers to swallow if it doesn't go their way because it's off.
Oh!
No good. Unbelievable.
Well, Evan, I give credit to Coach Jamison and his boys. They played their guts out and their hearts out today.
Oh,
they had nothing to be ashamed about. Great season, and I wish Brockton the best moving forward.
Yeah, we certainly do. And, this was, there were some shots missed, obviously, from both sides. So offensively, a little sloppy. But I'd say both teams in a high-pressure game really brought it as best as they could. And this was as good as it gets to, we're getting screened here by people. They don't know.
That's okay.
But that's all right. People are going to file out. Thanks, Padek. Great job up there with the camera going handheld. But, comes down to sometimes tough decisions you draw up. And, yes, Nillen was open. But at least from my seat, I would have never gone with a 3-ball there.
Yes.
Not going to second-guess Coach. Right. They're down on the court. But for me, take it to the hoop. You're drawing fouls. You're getting the calls. Take a shot. Don't go for 3. I'm surprised by that. I really am.
It came down to the last possession. As we said, it was going to come down to the wire. I give both teams great credit that he came out, and gave the crowd a great game tonight, Evan. Again, players have nothing to be ashamed about for Durfee.
No, not at all.
They left it all on the court. And again, future's bright for Durfee. Got a lot of great players. Losing some great leadership with Nick and Joe Camara, but again.
Well, Joe's a junior, right? Chaitin, though.
Yes. But again, great job. It's just unfortunate that Durfee had to come on the losing end.
Well, I'll tell you, as you said, we congratulate Brockton. I mean, it is so hard to beat a team twice, to beat a team 3 times and come in on the road. You get, again, the tough luck of the coin toss to determine where you're going to play.
Right.
And, Brockton did what they had to do, and they came out on top as well. So
it takes a little luck as well, Evan. And, again, unfortunately, the luck was on the Boxer side tonight.
All right. Well, Vic, hey, it's been a lot of fun. I'm so glad you were able to join me for a couple games this year, man, okay?
Thanks for inviting me. It was a great pleasure to be back. It's always great to be back here. You guys do a great job here, and I wish everybody the very best for spring season, Ev. I know you're going to be busy.
Remember, though, not done yet. 2 Diamond playoff games coming up. They're on the docket this week now.
Very good.
Unfortunately, again, Durfee on the short end of the stick tonight, but that means we'll be at Diamond Wednesday, and we head on the road to Quincy for the Diamond Boys on Thursday. So lots more coming on Fred TV this week. Be sure to stay tuned.
Beautiful.
All right, thanks to the crew behind the scenes again, our student crew getting it done for us. For Vic Pereira, the crew behind the scenes, I'm Evan Massoud. We'll see you soon.